What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan, and I am your Nootropics Information Wizard. Thanks so much for being with me. Check us out on the web at livecortex.com. Look, livecortex.com/blog, biggest blog in the world for nootropics. We just put out episode number 71 on the podcast, the Nootropics podcast we put out. That one is on a stack that we figured out for a guy that basically cured his 15-year brain fog. I mean, so we're doing that echelon of stuff over there. Facebook at facebook.com/Cortex stack. 6 powerful products support this broadcast, and we're ending a special on all of that stuff pretty soon, so listen up. Elite level nootropic products. All right, number one, we got a stack. It's called Cortex. It is an exceptionally strong nootropic stack. Okay, if you combine uridine monophosphate, a super nootropic, with CDP choline, another super nootropic, and artichoke extract in very particular ingredient quantities, you get an insanely strong effect. That's what we did with Cortex. We made it a commercial stack. Get it at livecortex.com. Deal is coupon code 5 right now gets you Cortex for $27. That's cheaper than any other stacks out there. And frankly, I mean, in the eyes of our customers, in the words of our customers, our stack is better than the stacks that are out there. Livecortex.com. We've got 6 powerful nootropics books, or 5 rather. They're digital to teach you how to use nootropics and give you stacks. We'll explain them at the end of this video. We have a nootropics consulting service. It's a 40-minute call with yours truly, 15 additional email correspondences, and then we have a nootropic starter pack. If you're new, stop everything, stop here, buy that. It's a bottle of our stack Cortex, and it's smarter, better, faster. That's our book, which is digital, that teaches you everything you need to know about nootropics and gives you many stacks. Coupon code 5 applies to all of that stuff right now and only for another couple days. livecortex.com, links in the description below. Okay, so our consulting service offers us this crazy insight into how nootropics work for certain people, right? I have amassed so much knowledge in 10 years of taking nootropics that I'm a wellspring of positive information about how to help folks and what works well and how to dose certain things, how to avoid side effects, how to take nootropics sustainably, all this great stuff. But dealing with consulting clients, so for us, it's like, we have a 40-minute call with them, and then we listen to what their issues are, and then we devise stacks for people. We devise stacks for people or help them shave things off their stack, but keep the stack effective and make suggestions and all this stuff. So we might have a situation in which somebody has massive anxiety and they've been having headaches or something, and that's the case I'm going to give you. And then so we'll discuss it, and then we'll go and give follow-up suggestions and break down stacks and things they can do to target those issues. And then we work with them via email thereafter, like a burp factory over here, to make sure our suggestions actually work, to make sure that they actually fix their problem, whether they need more brain performance or they have migraines or something, or they're trying to seek help with nootropics, or they're trying to pass exams coming up on their medical school exams or whatever it is. Well, we had a client recently who had 2 major things that were wrong with him, and they were anxiety to the point where he could not focus. And this is a high IQ individual, by the way, 130 or so, but his anxiety was so high that he could not do it. Like, he actually owns it's a convenience store essentially with a gas station, and so he's always running through inventory and numbers and these sorts of things. And so there's a lot of those kind of mental work that he kind of constantly has to do, and it's been difficult for him because there's just so much anxiety, right? So that's his number one problem, anxiety, to the point where he can't actually engage his intellect. The other thing, which is very interesting and not something we typically work on, but we actually have a success story here, is he's been having migraines for quite some time. He's been having these funky headaches, and he doesn't know when they started, sometime in the last couple of years, and nothing he's done with the medical establishment has helped him at all. So we worked through a couple things. These things take time, but after a month or so, we actually got him to the point where, number one, he had diminished most of that anxiety to the point where he was just like functioning normally, got his intellect back, and totally functioned good and felt good all the time. But what was really, really interesting is that we cleared his migraines. Okay, and that's, again, this is not something I'm advertising that we do or something, or that nootropics necessarily do. But here's the interesting story: 2 compounds that he took, Rhodiola rosea and lion's mane mushroom. Okay, so after 700 to 1,000 milligrams daily Rhodiola, and we were doing 300 to 700 milligrams. We were sort of trying to test the waters on milligram quantities of lion's mane mushroom every day, just capsule lion's mane mushroom. At week 3, well, first of all, like right away, the first couple days, the anxiety started to tone down. That's when we know, because we tried ashwagandha, we tried a little bit of fastorastam, tried some other stuff, and it worked marginally, but the rhodiola really just took it home for this guy. and that's where folks like get this underestimated. Rhodiola is a very powerful herb, very significantly powerful for anxiety for a lot of folks. So right away the anxiety was down, but then at week 3 he started to, he mentioned to me like, hey Rye, my headaches are lessening to the point where they're kind of somewhere around 20% right now. And then very shortly after, like in the middle of week 3, he's like, I had my first couple of days without headaches. Something really interesting was happening. And then through week 3, and now we're at like week 4.5 after we started the consult with this guy, he hasn't had a headache since the middle of week 3. Guy hasn't had headaches. He's had headaches consistently for 2 years. Okay, big deal. So the question really becomes, what's doing that? Possibly reduction of anxiety via rhodiola. More so, in my opinion. Lion's mane mushroom has been demonstrated to facilitate the expression of nerve growth factor. So perhaps what's happening here with this guy is he had some sort of neuronal damage from something in his life that was causing him that was triggering headaches in his brain. And now he's got lion's mane mushroom acting as a neurotrophic factor, right? Being essentially a facilitator of neurotrophic factors, which are reparative and restorative to the brain. So the lion's mane is more than likely actually doing something to repair his brain. So this is a great anecdotal for when folks go, well, lion's mane doesn't give me some acute, immediate, noticeable effect. And that's true, because it's not very stimulatory. You might get some mild brain performance benefits from it. Really, you're talking about a month plus of usage, and then it starts to do what we know it does, which is facilitate nerve growth factor, which is basically a reparative mechanism in the brain that repairs and restores neurons to their original state or to make them function better, especially if they're in a damaged state. So I figured that would be a great anecdotal for you folks. Lion's mane mushroom and rhodiola. Who knew? Got rid of his anxiety, got rid of his headaches, still going strong. Incredible story. Okay, livecortex.com. Guys, remember, so I got to emphasize this. We are ending the special on the Cortex Nootropic stack this week, where you can get it for $27 using the coupon code 5. Okay, coupon code 5, $27 right now. You can get Cortex. It's being called the only pre-made stack that works. Poker players that wear sunglasses, so they don't give their tails away, that are serious people, that need focus and need their brains to be turned on, take the Cortex stack and they go into battle. Get a bottle of Cortex, go into battle, turn your brain on. Right now, livecortex.com, coupon code 5. It's Cortex for $27. The rest of our stuff is on sale with the same coupon code. We'll explain some of our digital nootropics books, which give you stacks that are comparable to Adderall and high-dose modafinil here in a second. And thanks for watching. What's up, everybody? Ryan Michael Balla here. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Look, we've got, as it stands, 5 primary products that I want to just explain to you. You heard us mention them during the video, so I'm going to break them down. Number 1, from left to right, the Cortex Nootropic stack. This is a cognitive enhancement stack that you really want to take to turn the lights on. Just to give you an idea, hardcore business folks that require 18 to 20 hours of brain function, take the Cortex stack. That's what we initially designed it for, but then like everybody in the nootropic sphere loved it. Verbal fluency, speed of processing, motivation, drive to want to work. That's what the Cortex stack does. Moving right along, the aniracetam guide there, that is called the Beginner's Guide to Aniracetam, breaks down 25 powerful aniracetam stacks, shows you how to use aniracetam. It's essentially the everything guide to aniracetam. Long demanded, folks asked us for it, we delivered. It is fully digital, lots of powerful stacks. And then there's the nootropic stacks for the business professional. That's basically 100, right around 100 powerful uridine, modafinil, theacrine, aniracetam, oxiracetam, phenylpiracetam, alcar stacks for business situations, for the type of brain states that business folks need for sustained performance. Next is the Racetam God Guide. That is a high-level every Racetam guide, digital guide. We've got all the major Racetams with accompanying focus stacks and memory stacks and speed of processing stacks. In that Racetam. There's 8 major nootropic Racetams, and that guide explains all of them and accompanying stacks. Then there's the Noopept Pro Stack List. The Noopept Pro Stack List is a digital guide that explains oral, so just taking it by mouth, sublingual, taking it under the tongue, and then intranasal, spraying Noopept nasal spray in your nose, stacks. It's just a bunch of stacks, a giant stack list of Noopept stacks that are highly effective, pro-level specific brain state inducing type of new pep stacks. That thing has been a hit out there with the market. And then last, there's Smarter, Better, Faster. Smarter, Better, Faster is the all-around, everything nootropics digital guide. If you just want to learn everything, many racetams, modafinil, etc., get Smarter, Better, Faster. It's like the guide you need to know if you're new to nootropics to learn basically everything and to walk away knowing what you need to know on nootropics. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Get this stuff at livecortex.com and rock on.